In the name of Almighty Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. As Muhammad, peace be upon him, narrated, if anyone travels on a road in search of knowledge, Almighty Allah will cause him to travel on one of the roads of paradise. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tariq Masood. Thank you very much for watching my videos and your exceptional support to make this channel a grand success. We are a partner, a family. Please subscribe and share our channel if you haven't done so far. We as a team can work together to convert challenges into opportunities and opportunity into success stories. These success stories can be monetized into value addition in the world by large. Thank you very much for your precious time. Okay, today I'm going to discuss my lecture on 5th oil and gas productions, exploration, production, upstream, midstream, refining, petrochemicals, differentiated a performance enabling a profit optimization, lecture number 5th. Before my lecture, I used to read a Quranic verse, Qala Rabbi Shrahli Sadri wa Yassirli Amri Wahlal Uqdatam min lisani Yafqahu Qawli Allahumma Rabbi Zidni Ilma. O my Lord, open my chest and ease my task for me and loose a knot from my tongue that they may understand my saying. Allahumma Rabbi Zidni Ilma, O Allah, advance me in my knowledge and true understanding. Thank you very much for your precious time. Okay, dedicated to faculty members and student, Department of Chemical Environment Engineering, GCT and NFCIT Multan, Pakistan. In particular, I led a Professor Dr. Saeed Ahmad, rest in peace, and Professor Dr. Afzal Haq, former Vice Chancellor and pioneer of NFCIT Multan, Pakistan, a former VCS NAD UT Karachi. And certainly a Professor Dr. Tahir Imran Qureshi, a Ministry of Organic Chemistry. Faculty members and student, Department of Petroleum and Chemical Engineering at Texas A&M University, College Station and Qatar campus. Faculty member, student, Department of Chemical Engineering, Gas Processing Center, Industrial Engineering at Qatar University. Management and operations and maintenance staff members of Parker Fertilizer, cane, calcium ammonium nitrate, nitrophosphate, urea, nitric acid, ammonia, and OGDC, oil and gas development corporations, in particular Gazipur gas field, Ghotki, Sindh, Pakistan. Last but not least, I'm very much indebted and pay my deep gratitude to the senior management and operation and maintenance staff members at Qatar Petroleum from 1997 to 2020. With great privilege and honor, I have completed 24 years of my glorious career at different level and position in Qatar Petroleum. Thank you very much everyone for your belief on me and your unprecedented support. Production. Okay, this slide demonstrates my plan next couple of years to deliver more than 300 lectures. Introductions, facilities and processes, reservoir and wellhead management system, upstream facilities, midstream facilities, refining facilities, petrochemicals, utility system, conventional and unconventional resources and environment effects. Okay, on my next slide, I will demonstrate what I have contributed last 27 years with Qatar Petroleum. Okay, shaping the clean and sustainable global energy. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I'm Dr. Tariq Masood. I have contributed significantly and developed in-house large number of models by using artificial intelligence. First model, Operation Excellence, 20 initiatives framework tiers developed and implemented. More important, second, a flaring surveillance model, monitoring and measurement we have implemented. A gas lift management system, gas balance dashboard management system we have developed and implemented. Number 5th, developed and implement chemical surveillance models. Number 6, actionable production dashboard, including a CO dashboard and upper water management systems, CPM control performance monitoring systems, real-time engineering workstations, equipment performance and monitoring systems, and long list of e-reporting model and developed and implemented. Last but not least, a long list of well-testing model developed and implemented in Qatar Petroleum by large. Okay, on my next slide, we'll give a brief about my lecture number fifth and key takeaway points. Number fifth. So from my next slide, we'll give brief about a key takeaway points from lecture number 5, and then I will run a complete trail lecture number 5. What is the upstream processing section? Okay, this is my key takeaway points from lecture number 5. Going to discuss number 1, wellheads, then manifolds and gathering system, separation system, number 4, metering and storage export system, and number 5, utility systems. These are 5 sections today we will discuss as far as upstream facilities or processing sections are concerned. Okay, oil and gas production. First segment we are going to discuss wellhead. So wellhead constituted 3 segments, 3 types of the wells: production wells, water injection well, and gas injection wells. What it basically demonstrates: once a natural gas or oil well is drilled and it has been verified that the commercially viable quantity of natural gas are present for extractions, the well must be completed. To allow petroleum or natural gas to flow out of the formation and up to the surface, this process includes strengthening the well hole with casing, evaluating the pressure and temperature of the formation, and installing the proper equipment to ensure an efficient flow of natural gas from the well. The well flow is controlled with a choke valve, so it has different dimensions. We differentiate between a dry completion, which is either onshore or on the deck of the offshore structure, and a subsea completion, so that is dependent on that is below the surface. The wellhead structure, often called a Christmas tree, must allow for the numbers of operations relating to production and well workover. Well workovers refers to various technology for maintaining the well and improving its production capacity as far as demand is concerned. Okay, on my next slide, we will discuss a manifold and gathering system. In my earlier slide, we have discussed wellhead. Now we are going to discuss manifolds and gas gathering system. Okay, first a gas gathering system. Second segment is a pipeline, and number 3 is the reservoir utilization. What it basically demonstrates: it has 2 layers. First is onshore and second is offshore. The individual well streams are brought into a main production facilities over a network of gathering pipeline and a manifold system. The purpose of these pipelines is to allow set of production wells sets to that for a given production level the best reservoir utilizations. Well flow composition, that is incorporated with gas, oil and water, can be selected from the available wells. For gas gathering system, it is common to meter the individual gathering lines into manifold, as we have seen in the pictures here. So for multi-phase flow combination of gas, oil and water, the high cost of multi-phase flow meters often leads to use a software, a different type of software flows or estimates that use a well-test data and calculate actual flow rate. Okay, on my next slide, we will further discuss on second segments how the manifolds gathering system can further contribute for compression and other part of the process. Okay. Before starting a separation system, just want to give a second layers of manifolds and gathering system. In my last slide, I have discussed only onshore and I missed offshore. Offshore basically is the dry completion wells on the main fields sent a feed directly into a production manifolds. While outlying wellheads tower and subsea installation are feed via multi-phase pipeline back to the production risers. Risers are a system that allows a pipeline to rise up to topside structures for floating structures. This involves a way to take up a weight and a movement. For heavy crude and the Arctic areas, the dilutes and the heating may be needed to reduce viscosity and allow the flow. So that is important as far as the offshore if heavy crude is concerned. Okay, now we will discuss my separation system. Okay, first a separation system is constituted of gas treatment and compressions and gravity separations. Okay, what basically demonstrate? Some wells have a poor gas productions which can be taken directly for gas treatment and or compressions, or more often the well productions combination of gas, oil and water with various containments that must be separated and processed. The production separator come in many forms and designs, with the classic of various design, and most of them are a gravity separator, as we have demonstrated in the picture. Okay. In the gravity separation, the well of flow is fed into horizontal vessel. The retention period is typically of 5 minutes, allowing a gas to bubble out, water to settle at the bottom and oil to taken out in the middle. The pressure is often reduced in several stages: high pressure separator, medium pressure, or low pressure separators. To allow control or separation of volatile components, sudden pressure reductions might allow a flash vaporization, leading to instability and safety hazard. Okay, on my next slide, we will discuss metering, storage, and export. Oil and gas production. Now we are going to discuss metering, storage, and export. It constituted again three segments: large tanker carriers, crude storage, and production lines and pipelines. Okay, what it basically demonstrates here. Most of the plants do not allow local gas storage, but oil is often stored before loading on a vessel, such as a shuttle tanker taking oil to the larger tanker terminal, or direct to a crude carrier. Offshore production facilities without a direct pipeline connection generally rely on a crude storage. Okay, in the base, allowing a shuttle tanker to offload about once in a week. A larger production complex generally has associated tank from a terminal, allowing the storage of different grades of crude oil to take up change in demand, delays in the transportations. Metering station allows operator to monitor and manage the natural gas and oil exported from the production installations. These imply specialized meter to meter the natural gas or oil as it flows through the pipeline without impeding a movement. Okay, the metered volume represents a transfer of the ownership from the producer to customers or another division within the company and is called a custody transfer metering. It forms the basis of invoicing the sold product and also for the production taxes and revenue sharing between partners. Accuracy requirements are often set by the government authorities. Typically, a metering installation consists of number of meters run so that the one meter will not have to handle the full capacity range and associate approval loops so that the meter accuracy can be tested and calibrated at regular intervals. Okay, on my next slide, we will discuss further on what is the utility system, demonstrate as far as the production is concerned. Okay, in my earlier slide, I have discussed metering, storage, and export. Now, this is my last slide. I'm going to discuss utility systems. So, what basically utility systems constitute three again segments: hydrocarbon process, process safety, and remote installation. What it basically. The utility systems are systems which do not handle the hydrocarbon process, flow, etc. But it provides some service to the main process safety or residents. Depending on the location of the installation, Many such functions may be available from nearby instructions such as electricity, etc. Many remote installations are fully self-sustaining and must generate their own power, water, etc. Okay, this was my last slide. So on my next slide, I'm going to conclude our two-day lectures, and then I will give my plan a next lecture very soon. Conclusion now. Today we have discussed wellhead, manifolds and gathering systems, separations, metering, storage and export line, and utility systems. Okay, next I'm going to demonstrate my forthcoming. We have planned to discuss my forthcoming lectures. We will discuss gas plants, gas compression, pipelines, and LNG liquefaction and gasification systems. Okay, thank you very much for your precious time. References are first Qatar Petroleum, Doha, Qatar, known as QP. Number second, OGDC, Pakistan, Oil and Gas Development Corporations Limited, Pakistan, World Energy Outlook 2013, US Geological Survey, US Department of Energy, Schellenberger Oilfields Glossary, International Energy Agency, Wikipedia, Oklahoma State, State Oil, North 6, The Story of Oil in the Pennsylvania, a Liquid Gas Encyclopedia, Natural for the Wellhead to Burn Tape. Okay. Together, everyone achieve a more. Please do not hesitate. Send me your feedback and comments. t.masood.dr@bath.edu. Please stay at home, stay safe, inspired and blessed.